गुड मॉर्निंग फ्रेंड्स। आज हम सेल्सफोर्स में रिलेशनशिप टॉपिक पर कुछ डिस्कस करते हैं क्योंकि वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक है। और रिलेशनशिप के टॉपिक पर इंटरव्यू में कुछ क्वेश्चन पूछे जाते हैं। तो स्टार्ट करते हैं थोड़े से बेसिक वगैरह। रिलेशनशिप में क्या क्या होता है। मैनी टू मैनी रिलेशनशिप, वन टू वन रिलेशनशिप। The one-to-one relationship can be the called as a hierarchical relationship. It is a pastel lookup the relationship available only for user object. It is a use to the create a relationship between the users to users. It will be create one-to-one relationship between the users. This can be the created only one user's object. Setup, bird, customize users feeds, custom feeds, relationship, hierarchical and relationship, labels, religions, manager and save. Some as a create one more user relationship, senior manager. Once we create on two users, then setup admin, manager users, choose users, edit, scroll down. We can see on the creating to the one-to-many relationship, master detail relationship, lookup relationship, master details relationship, master details associations will provide one many association between the object by the default. Parents records can have a zero or more child's records. We cannot create the master details relationship between the object where child's object contain the records. Upon the creating the child's records, selecting the parents records is mandatory. Look, lookup feeds as a required feeds. It is a relationship. Cascade the records deletions. It is there if you delete the parents records, corresponding child's records will be deleted. Reparenting options is not available by default in the master details associations. We need to the enables it is a manual by the selecting the allow reprinting checkbox upon creating the feeds. An object can have a maximum of two master details relationship feeds. Next, parents records will have two owner feeds and child's records. Sorry, parents records will have the owner feeds and child's records will not have having the owner feeds. Child records will be the complete the coming under the control of parents records. Next, sharing setting and setting security setting of the child's records will be depending upon the parents records. Next, upon the removing the parents records, all the associated child's records will be removed automatically. Next, we cannot make the standard object as the child's for the custom object with master details associations. Next, department masters, student childs, go to the child's object, student custom feeds, relationship, new choose the master feeds and choose masters. Object department, next save. Lookup relationship. Lookup relationship provide one to many associations between the records by default. A parent's records can have many associated child's records. Upon the creating the child's records, lookup the fields is optional by default. We may or may not select the parents options creating the child's records. Lookup relationship provide the reprinting the options by the default. We can change the parents of the child's records. Upon the deleting the parents records, child's records will not be the removed. It will be exited as it is a. We can make the lookup fields as a mandatory to by selecting the required checkbox upon the creating by relationship fields. If the Lookup feeds is required upon the creating the child's records. Then if the users remove the parents records, then Salesforce does not allow to the delete the parents if any childs exist. We need to the reparents all the childs to the sum of the parents records and then delete the parents records. Next, we can create the lookup relationship one and object which contain the records. Next, we can have a maximum of 14 lookup relationship per an object. Next, in lookup relationship, parents and child's records will have to honor fields. Sharing setting and the security setting will be dependent of each others. By using lookup relationship, we can make the standard object as a child's object with the custom object. Parents example extra calculator parents student childs. Go to the child's object student custom fields relationship, choose lookup fields, choose object extra calculator save. Next, many to many relationship. In 5 case, we have to the map made to the many association between the two objects which provide on to many association from both the sides. In Salesforce, we cannot map the many to many association between the two objects directly. We need to achieve these features by creating the junction object which associated with both of the parents with master details associations. First master details feeds what we create is called primary masters. Second master details feeds what we create is a called secondary masters. If you delete any of one master records, corresponding child's records will be deleted. Junction cannot be the master to any other object. Salesforce provides as a set junction object which has been created upon the Salesforce CRM applications development. Between the campaign and contact object, Salesforce provide many-to-many association by the creating a junction object campaign the members. Between the contact and opportunity object, Salesforce provide the many-to-many associated by creating a junction object opportunity and contact the roles. Next, between the opportunity and a product, the product to object, Salesforce provides many-to-many association by creating a junction object opportunity line items. Next, between the product and price book to object, Salesforce provide the many-to-many. Next, between the product and pick list, price book to object, Salesforce provide the many-to-many association by creating a junction object price book entry. Example, MD1 department master student childs, MD2 department master professional childs. Step first, create a tuition object, setup object, new custom object, tuitions. Next, save, setup. Second, create a first master object, student, tuition feeds, master data, choose, student save. Step 3, create second master object, professor, tuition feeds, master data, choose the professor save. Next, self lookup relationship. When an object has a lookup itself, it is a call as a self lookup the relationship. Example, the account the object has lookup himself is called parents account. External lookup the relationship. Lookup, indirect lookup, external lookup the relationship. And lookup relationship. When a child object is an external object, Salesforce standard custom object and parents object is Salesforce standard custom object, Salesforce object. Then we go to the both lookup the relationship. When external object contains a columns with the Salesforce records 18 digit, then we create the lookup relationship. Next, indirect lookup. When a child object is an external object and parents object is Salesforce standard and custom object and external object. Then we go to the both and look up the relationship of when the external object does not store any 18 digit the records ID instant has a got an external ID map with the Salesforce standard object and custom. Then we go to the indirect the lookup relationship order fields new custom ID custom fields choose the indirect the lookup choose the object accounts fields customer ID and save external lookup when the parents have an external object and childs have Salesforce standard custom external object. Then we go to 4 external lookup relationship order fields new the custom fields choose the external lookup choose the object order and D save. Next, roll-up summary fields. Roll-up summary fields calculated the value from the related records such as those in the related list. You can create the roll-up summary fields to display value of the master records based on the value of the fields in the details records. The details records must be related to the master details relationship. The role of the summary fields is basically of the 4 types: count, sum, minimum, maximum. Count totals the number of the related records. Sum total the value of the fields. You select the fields and to the average options. Only number, currency, and parents fields are the available. Minimum display the lowest value of the fields. You select in the fields to the aggregate option for all the directly related records. Only member, currency, parents, date and time fields and available. Maximum display the highest value of the fields. You select in the fields to the aggregate option for all the directly related records. Only number, currency, parents, date and time fields are available. Next, creations. Formula fields are the read-only system generated fields whose value will be the generated by the Salesforce automatically based on the formula expressions the specified by the users. Formula fields value cannot be edited by the users. Formula fields should be the visible in the details page of the records. Note, upon creating the updating the and exiting records, formula will be calculated by Salesforce and the value of the reside inside the fields will be displayed in the record details page. Next, note, we can change the formula fields value by changing the source fields value. Formula fields can be the reference inside on the formula fields. Salesforce provide a set of the finds methods. Function can be referenced inside the formula fields. Go to the master object department custom fields and relation. Choose roll up the summary. Enter the action fields. Choose summarize object, change object, next save. थैंक यू फ्रेंड्स। आज हमने देखा है रिलेशनशिप में कुछ बेसिक चीजें, तो ये आपको फायदा हो सकता है इंटरव्यू क्रैक करने में। अगर मेरा चैनल आपको पसंद आता है तो मेरे चैनल को लाइक सब्सक्राइब करना मत भूलिएगा। जल्दी जल्दी लाइक और सब्सक्राइब कीजिए क्योंकि मुझे और मैं मोटिवेट हो सकूँ और अच्छे से वीडियो बना सकूँ। मिलते हैं अगले वीडियो में। थैंक यू, बाय फ्रेंड्स।